Hey guys, what is up? What's up? Hip and trendy and topical and trending and relatable. Today I wanted to do a short review on this toolbox. Two reasons. Number one is because I actually really like it a lot. Number two is because I didn't see anybody else reviewing this specific one. There are versions of this one that people reviewed, and I am outside in the garage, so you're gonna hear cars go by. But this one, this gray right here, I thought was the coolest thing ever. And because it actually goes with like my whole garage, and everything is like a grayscale, like black, white, gray. Here, I'll show you, hold on. So as you can see here, this whole garage is, like I said, we got black ceiling, we got gray walls, white doors, black trim, and then these floors will eventually be like a dark gray or black, like epoxy. So the toolbox just kind of fits right in each garage. So, I mean, even the vehicles are like silver and black and whatever. Even the trim is getting painted black. I mean, come on. So this same with this garage, everything's black, gray walls, black shelves, hibbity bibbity, and you know, everything, all of this will be black or dark gray. So as you can see, the toolbox fits in really great. Now this is from Husky. This was, how much was this? $1,200?
Yes.
It was right around $1,200. You can actually get this. You can actually get this model in like a black. It's around. They go on sale from anywhere from $800 to $900. I think it's like an MSRP of like $1,100 or $1,200, and they just constantly go on sale randomly for $900, $800, somewhere in there. But you can get one that's like not a custom color like this. This isn't a custom color. This is like kind of a weird color. I guess this one never goes on sale, probably because they don't make very many of them. They mostly make the black ones. But the black ones also come with the black handles. So that's cool, it gives it a good look. But right off the bat, one of the very cool things about this versus the black one, I think, is like the branding up top where it says Husky, it's like barely visible, like it's embossed, or what is it, raised. The letters are raised, but they're just barely visible. Like for instance, you're looking at this right here, you can't see the word Husky in that, I'm betting. But if you look at this B-roll right here of me getting close up on it, you can just barely kind of tell that outline of the Husky, and it's just a faint thing. I think things that are debranded are better looking, I guess. So I'll probably take this Husky tag off over here. That's the only other like branding that's on this toolbox is that. All right, so let's start off with setting it up. Setting it up was actually decently easy. It comes in two pieces. I had to order it into the Home Depot. I had to go to Home Depot, pick it up, and then bring it back. I'll actually link this one down below. But I had to go to Home Depot, pick up the boxes, bring it back. The boxes were surprisingly bigger than I thought. Everything was packed very well. I didn't have any dents or any dings in the toolbox when I got it. So it comes in two pieces. The first piece, you flip the bottom one upside down to where you can put the casters on. There are 6 casters. Now, a few things about that. Whenever I was looking at these Husky toolboxes, like reviews of them, the ones that were like in black that were comparable to this, some people had said that they had the metal tubing on the bottom, like reinforced for the casters, and some people did not. It was just screwing into the bottom of the box without the reinforced tubing or whatever you would call that. This one did have that, and I'll show you right here. It has that reinforced like steel thing around the bottom that you do plug the casters into, and that was pretty cool. Another thing about the casters is I saw one guy do a review, and he said that with the 6 casters, with the one in the middle, it made it hard to maneuver. And this is, I can only tell you from experience for when the box was empty, but it moves super easy. It's like those middle casters aren't even touching the ground. They're like a millimeter above the ground or something. We were able to push this straight back to the wall. We didn't have to do any kind of 17-point Austin Powers turn. We just got it straight back to the wall, and it was very, very simple. I've even pushed it around when it has some stuff in it. You'll see here, it's not that crazy of a thing to do. It's definitely a one-person job. You can just move this thing around. Now on to setting up the top. The top is it's deceptively heavy. We tried with 2 of us to do it, and we couldn't do it. Call us wimps, call us sissies. These are just, you know, they might not be go muscles, they might be show muscles, I don't know. It was very hard to get with 2 people. We actually had to get a 3rd person. We actually used 4 of us just to be safe, but we all got it up there. And as you can see, one of my buddies, Eric, probably one of the skinniest cyber bullies that you'll ever meet, had a few things to say about the toolbox.
Okay, so I have the Snap-on 100th anniversary edition toolbox.
Name dropper, he's a name dropper. Go ahead.
It's about $15K.
Name dropping.
It's nowhere near the quality of this. I mean, look at these. Look how nice this shit opens. Look at the soft shut. Look how easy that shuts. This thing is definitely worse. Oh, that one's fixed. Yeah, this must.
Wow, it's crazy. Like how the difference from one side to the other.
Look at these keys. I mean, you can't just go get these anywhere.
Yeah.
See this?
This is Husky.
It's Husky.
Now, for a guy that has $15,000, would you like maybe spend that on, like, I have to buy a toolbox? You would think you'd put like some hair implants in your face, or how does that work? So like when one looks at the side of your face, they're like, oh, that looks like a Lego with like a kid's hair caught in the bottom.
Who said that?
So anyway, we got the top up there. There are holes that are on the top of the bottom piece or the bottom of the top pieces, I forget, or both, I remember. So you'd think that they screw in together, but they don't do that. There's actually 2 brackets in the back. There's one on each side, left and the right, and you screw those brackets in, and that is what holds the top to the bottom. And it's a really simple setup. You don't have to go in and try to drill holes up through the top, and none of that. It's just 2 simple L brackets that go on the back of the toolbox that secure the top to the bottom. Now, the cool things about this toolbox, number one, is gonna be the huge, big, they call it a hutch or whatever up top. There's just some like magnetic shit stuck up there right now, like a flashlight and some other shit. But this thing raises up on the pistons, got that soft open, whereas the other doors have the soft close. This has that soft open feature, I guess is what you'd call it. It's pretty cool. This has just become like a smorgasbord of random shit that I throw up here, just like shit that I need randomly, more often than the stuff that's in the actual drawers. So that's what that has become for me. All of the drawers have drawer liners, of course, and the great thing about the drawers is you get this nice soft close experience. It's a little bit different. I'm so used to, my last toolbox was a US General, the tool cart, which is actually a killer tool. I gave it to my buddy. It lasted so well. It's done so well throughout the years, but I just needed something with more shit because my US General tool cart was getting overflown with shit. So I gave it to my buddy, put everything in here, and so I still have a ton of room in here for more stuff because I keep acquiring more tools and acquiring more shit. So this is gonna be great for that. But all the drawers come with drawer liners like that, and what I was talking about was the soft close. The soft close, if you've never experienced it before, it is very different. So every drawer comes out, it's not like they come out super easy. They have loosened up a little bit, but when you're pulling them out, you gotta give it a little bit of tug, but they just roll back in. So that's the initial part that I don't like, is that initial like opening, the tug out. But you get used to that as well. And I don't know the benefits of the soft close. It's kind of cool. Some people say that it can't jar your tools. I would say it would definitely be able to jar your tools if you close, if you slam the drawer shut. The point where it hits that soft close point before it soft closes, that's a jar. So like this, if I go, those tools are gonna get jarred in there. Yeah, they're definitely askew. Because I saw somebody say that on a review, that it stops your tools from getting jostled around. If you're furious and you're throwing a temper tantrum about some bolt you can't get off and you slam your drawer shut, it's gonna, as soon as it hits that soft close point, your tools are gonna go, if you slam it, those tools are gonna go flying to the back of the drawer. So just keep that in mind. Another improvement with this box over my last box was the way that it locks with the US General. It was like a slide on the right side of the handles. You had to push the slide in and then pull it open. On this toolbox, it's very different. It is if you pull straight like this, nothing's gonna happen. But if you then lift up the latch and pull out, then it opens, and that's how that works. Last great part about the shelves is there is so many of them, so it's great. I love this. This middle one is just built for sockets. Like and let's not cyberbully me about the sockets that I'm missing. Let's just cut that out right now, you freaking hosers. I'll get them. Back off. But this is just built for a bunch of sockets. This drawer right here, deep sockets, regular sockets, medium sockets. But it's great for just a whole host of shit. And then the rest of the drawers are just kind of random stuff that I've got going on. Wrenches, the whole assorted drawer of bits. I've kind of labeled them all with that stampy thing with this tape, and you make the labels of that thing. They do come with locks, although I'm not going to use that. I don't suggest you should use that, or you could use that, but don't feel like that's secure now, because these locks are simple. Tubular lock pick, a $20 tubular lock pick can take those locks out. Any dedicated thief that can watch a YouTube video on how to break into a tubular lock will get into your toolbox. So don't think that these Husky locks on here are any kind of grand security measure. It's not happening. I forgot, one of the things about this one, different from the black ones that I saw, it doesn't have the magnetic strip or whatever up top. Like this is not magnetic, these are just actual magnetic things that will stick to the thing. So you don't get that. But I don't know what I'd use that for, and I don't like miss that feature. I mean, I've never even used that feature, so I don't know. This does have the 2 outlets. There's one on the inside on the top, and there's one at the outside on the bottom. They definitely come in handy as far as like just a power strip built into something. It's kind of cool to have. They're not necessary by any means. I don't plug in stuff up here really. I'll probably plug in maybe some tool chargers. So the power strip feature wasn't like essential to me, but it was still kind of cool to have. All in all, this box is great. You got the handles over here to pull it around if you need to. It came with another big black handle that goes on the side. I didn't install that. I don't know what I'm gonna use it for. I don't think I need that. I don't know. It's somewhere over, I was looking, I don't know where it's at. It's built very sturdy. I'm not sure the gauge of the steel, but you can look that up. It seems like a very sturdy piece of metal, like that didn't even dent it. So I mean, this thing is, all in all, I wanted to put this review up because I couldn't find a single review, like a video of this toolbox, what it looked like as compared to the black ones. And I guess maybe most people aren't ordering this one, they're ordering the black one, but I think this is a great option if you don't shut the heck up. So anyway, I just wanted to make this review in case there were people out there looking for this gray Husky box and they couldn't find any reviews on it. I think the look is great with the gray shelves and the black handles. This thing looks amazing. I love the look of it. It looks great. Fits really well in the garage. I think it would fit well in any garage, me personally. But yeah, I wanted to put this review out there. So if this did help you out, hit the thumbs up button. I mean, you're a grown-ass adult. If it helped you out and you liked it, hit the thumbs up button. If you want to see more reviews of stuff that I do, you can hit the subscribe button. It's not always tool stuff, it's just random stuff that I review on here. And if you want to see the garage project, what the garage used to look like before it looked like this, and like my whole house renovation and stuff, you can subscribe to my other channel. I'll link that down below as well if you're into that kind of renovation type stuff. But yeah, guys, thanks for watching. As always, have a great day. Bye.